Hey guys, it's been a bit. And by that I mean like a week, which at this point is pretty normal for my upload schedule. Anyways, around 2 months ago now, Jesus Christ, 2 months ago, it's saying a lot, time really flies. I made a video talking about my health and why I was having to take a break from YouTube. And I did come back around a month later and got back to animating, and I am still animating. My next animation project is still happening, don't worry. I'm not quitting. However, though, in that video, I didn't really specify what was wrong with my health other than me just saying it was general nervous system issues. And I have talked about it in like some YouTube comments and streams, but I feel like I should just talk about why I was gone for a bit and also about the fact that my upload schedule may not like be as often. Like I'd say at most expect a video every like 2 weeks. I'd say that's reasonable. Also, there's probably going to be swear words in this video because I just want to be kind of unfiltered, but yeah. Basically, it began in, I think, late March of 2023. For some context, I already have health issues, but most notably, I have really bad seizures. Well, kind of really bad. I usually have around like none per day, but every couple of days I have what I call like a seizure wave, where out of nowhere I have possibly up to like 20 seizures within an incredibly short time period, which usually knocks me out for a few days straight. Um, and my seizures were getting a bit worse than normal. And oh, hang on. And what happened was that out of nowhere that day, like I was sitting, like I began to notice that my right arm and right leg were involuntarily bending for some reason. Like they were in a way fused and I couldn't move them as much. I thought that was just mild like issue with my arm and leg because often when I overuse them, I do lose my nerve control and it becomes quite painful. So at first I didn't think much of it. However, though, later on in the day, it began to get worse. I usually it goes away after maybe a few hours at most. It wasn't going away, and it had been multiple hours at that point. So I was understandably a bit confused. And then during I think PE class, I decided to sit down on a bench, and then I just collapsed. But when I was trying to get up, I realized I couldn't move my right arm or leg. They had gone basically fully paralyzed. My PE teacher found me like collapsed on the floor. At first, I didn't think much of it, but then I began to have nerve issues in my cheek, and I was having difficulty speaking clearly. And I was rushed down like into like the lower floors of the school in a wheelchair, and they began thinking that I was having a stroke. My parents were called immediately, and I went to hospital. They told me I had not had a stroke, and they were not sure what had happened. A few days later, though, I had still not recovered. My nerves in my right arm and leg were practically not working at all. I could barely even move them. And later on, like, and even more so, this was in like the Easter break when I was gonna have more time to animate. But I wasn't able to animate because I got diagnosed with functional neurological disorder, aka FND. In my instance, which in a way I think is probably one of the more like severe instances, for some reason my nerves just won't work in the right side of my body sometimes and will result in paralyzation or spasming, and this likely also is the cause of my seizures as well. And as much as I hate to say it, my health situation will not be getting any better, at least not for the foreseeable future. um so yeah. um and like for a while it was getting even worse. It hasn't gone any better, but I have managed to get used to my health predicament, and I'm getting used to it. But it's definitely not an easy thing to have on me, especially considering a lot of stuff I used to be able to do, I can't anymore, or at least not as much as I used to. Um, Also, another thing though is that since I wasn't able to animate for so long, I have lost a lot of motivation. Now, am I gonna quit animating? Fuck no. I am gonna keep doing it for a good while, but or at least as long as I enjoy doing it, which I'd say I still do. But it is definitely not going to be as often, especially considering this also kind of impacted my mental health since I was basically trapped indoors all day, not able to do like jack shit. I was just like in bed, maybe watching like anime or something. Like my mental health, like, well, not really, but like my health in general crashed like the fucking Hungarian economy after World War II. But yeah, it really was like yeah, I just wasn't doing well, and I'm still not doing the best, but I'm getting used to it. So yeah, that is why I have not been animating much. Uh, Also, I am working on more animations. Don't worry. One of them is like 15% done, but animating takes a lot of time these days, especially considering I animate at 24, not 24, 20 FPS, which is definitely a bit of a hassle. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening. Bye. Have a good day, and don't get a Duracell battery stuck in your asshole. Don't get it stuck up there. Anyways, bye.